Until a few years ago, I never spent any time during annual visits to Santiago, Chile, in the neighborhood of Lastarria, a well-heeled belle epoque-style residential district at the edge of downtown. I would gravitate instead to three central neighborhoods, a meal in Vitacura, a cocktail in Bellavista, and a stay in Providencia. Lastarria, a triangular barrio partly closed to traffic by Santa Lucía Hill to the west and Parque Forestal to the north, was off my radar. Lately, though, with a half-dozen hotels having opened in Lastarria in the last 2 years alone, not to mention dozens of new shops and restaurants, it's where everyone wants to be. Lastarria's winding cobblestone streets and regal architecture are a stark contrast to the glass-towered commercial districts to the east, where the majority of Santiago hotels are concentrated. It feels almost European at times, with charming coffee houses like Colmado Coffee and Bakery, which added a full-service restaurant on the second floor a year ago, and wine shops dedicated to independent Chilean winemakers now opening at a dizzying pace. Boutique hotels have taken up space in many of the 19th-century buildings while still meeting contemporary demands like rooftop pools and LEED certification. A one-time intellectual enclave, Lastarria lost much of its luster over the last half-century as more modern suburbs rose farther away from the center, luring Lastarria's wealthier residents. In 1997, it was designated a historic district by the city, encouraging the preservation of its architectural heritage. Many of the buildings were restored, and in 2002 an antiques and used book market sprang up from Thursday through Sunday in the pedestrian-only Plaza Mulatto Gil de Castro. In 2010, the Centro Gabriela Mistral, covered with weathering steel and reinforced concrete, opened and began attracting concertgoers and theatergoers, while other cultural attractions like the Museo de Arte Visuals also brought in crowds. The trickle of visitors has swelled to a river, and now much of the neighborhood offers some of the best people watching in the city. NAM, Santiago's annual culinary festival, has been using Lastarria's streets and the adjacent castle-topped Santa Lucía Hill as its setting for the last 4 years. The 2017 festival, held in late March, attracted 45,000 to the neighborhood over 4 days. Lastarria has more than 6 museums concentrated in 10 blocks, plus theaters, cinemas, and exhibition halls, said Rafa Rincon, a founder of the event. At the same time there are about 25 restaurants, and we felt that we could be able to assist in their growth and foster the spirit of collaboration that NAM pursued. Most tourists never ventured to Lastarria as there was nowhere to stay. Aside from a couple of hotels in more bohemian Bellavista, most higher-end accommodations in Santiago usually meant some international chain in a shiny tower in Providencia or Las Condes, like the Ritz-Carlton or W. Now the neighborhood is overflowing with options. They include the 14-room Lastarria Boutique Hotel, in a 1927 row house with marble floors and a winding staircase, and the refined 8-room Luciano K, with a cast-iron elevator and rooftop lounge and a heated pool overlooking Parque Forestal. Just beyond the edge of the district, the 42-room Hotel Magnolia added 3 floors covered in a modern glass facade that tops an early 20th century mansion, while on Plaza Mulatto Gil de Castro is the 70-room Cumbers, with its eye-catching concrete facade, a ground-floor tapas bar and huge headboards featuring replicas of 19th-century paintings inspired by Chilean heritage. A few blocks away, the singular Santiago is the second property from the Lux Chilean brand, which opened a Patagonia property in late 2011 inside a former wool processing plant that is widely considered one of the continent's best hotels. The Santiago location, a new building with a brick, stone, and steel facade that blends with surrounding buildings, features a 3,000 square foot spa, seasonal French restaurant and rooftop pool and bar with sweeping views of the city's skyline. If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe.